over the last day and a bit. So the title of this talk is how cryptocurrency can unlock $1 trillion opportunity. And at the same time, I think we can also say that this opportunity will also make the world a better place, which covers some of what we talked about earlier. So, so who am I? My name is Richard Ells. I'm the CEO and founder of a cryptocurrency called Electrenoum. We're based out of London, or just outside, and I've had 25 years experience growing technology companies, successful technology companies, luckily, and I had a large development team, and way back when, what seems like a long time ago now, in 2015, cryptocurrencies looked much the same as they do now. They were quite complicated, quite tricky to get involved in, maybe slightly scary, certainly too slow for mass adoption in terms of everyday use. You'll use credit cards, you're expecting instantaneous. So I looked at it and thought, what can we do to disrupt an already disruptive sector? So we sat down with the team and we looked at the world and thought, right, okay, well, what can cryptocurrency really do to help people? Where is the market for cryptocurrency? At the moment, you know probably that speculative use of cryptocurrency is virtually the only market. But we were looking at financial inclusion, and we were looking at the 1.7 billion people in the world that are outside of the banking system and outside of financial inclusion. So we went off in 2017, more by luck than judgment. We ran an ICO in 2017, which was a fantastic time to run an ICO. We sold $40 million plus of Electrenoum, and gave us the funding required to build the software that we've now built. So we have a free app that anybody can download anywhere in the world. It's in 20 plus languages. This app enables people to use really easily Electrenoum. So Electrenoum is just like a Bitcoin or an Ethereum. It's a cryptocurrency, a pure cryptocurrency designed for transferring value from place to place. But we made it instant. So you haven't got this delay. It makes it much more like using a credit card. We made it available to everybody. And we already have a lot of users. We've got a lot of users because we have created a viral growth system where we give away a little bit of value, a little bit of ETN to people just for getting involved in the project. And the project isn't even completely finished yet. We have a couple of things coming out, in fact going into beta next month and really live in 2020 that are going to really shake up this world and unlock this opportunity that I'm talking about. So there are an awful lot of people in cryptocurrency that are making fantastic technological breakthroughs. That some of the technology I see in this industry is absolutely groundbreaking and earth-shattering in its technical ability, but people expect the market to just come along and start using it. Well, what we've done is we've said, do you know what? I actually think that you need to educate people, you need to show people, you need to give people a reason to use cryptocurrency, and when they see that reason, things will change. So we've built the first layer. This is the cryptocurrency layer. The blockchain is ridiculously unique. We're very different to everybody else. Our blockchain layer is run by NGOs. So they get the block reward, a bit like Bitcoin's block reward is shared with anybody who mines it. We have NGOs running that layer, and we do that for a very specific reason. NGOs have been on the ground spending billions of dollars over decades trying to solve financial inclusion. And they've taken a look at us and said, oh, actually, do you know what? Working with these guys, I think we can solve a problem. And I'm not saying that Electrenoum is the only cryptocurrency that's going to solve this problem, by the way. I'm a big advocate of all cryptocurrencies that are out there to help people. So what we've got is a piece of software coming out that we've been working on for a year and a half, very similar to People Per Hour or Fiverr. I don't know if you've seen this. This is the task economy, and this is where things shake up. So if you are in the developing world and you don't have access to banking, but you do have access to a unit of value, a cryptocurrency, that you can use for things, which I'll come on to in a moment. But if you can use that for things and you've got a reason to earn it, then it would be nice for you to be able to earn some. So we realized that there is nothing like that in the world, so we've built one. And we've built it to showcase the fact that cryptocurrency can change the world. So if you imagine you are in a village, you are miles away from a city center, but you have access to the internet. We've already spoken today about how this wonderful internet has opened the world of information to people. So it's wonderful in one way, in that it has shown people the world and it has opened up that level of education for people all over the world. But it has also shown people that they are poor. For the first time, perhaps, they realize how they stand in that world hierarchy. And people are intelligent all over the world. They have the ability to learn new skills, but they have no reason to learn those new skills because there's no outlet for them. If they don't want to move 400 miles to a city, and even in that city, they may not be able to have the outlet for a new digital skill. So we're building this platform called Any Tasks. It launches into beta next month. So Any Tasks enables people to list a digital skill. And sell that digital skill to people in the developed world who can pay for it with a credit card. We have this great legal process that enables someone to pay with a card, and that automatically gets converted into ETN, which is our cryptocurrency, and the remittance takes place. Our cryptocurrency remittance costs virtually nothing. It's almost free to transfer, and it works on very small micropayments. So someone can do a small digital skill for a few dollars and get paid for that job, no matter where they are in the world and no matter what state of banking they've got. Now, we've linked into our app quite a lot of mobile operators to enable people to see and feel that cryptocurrency is real. So they can top up their mobile phone with airtime and data directly from our app, directly with ETN. We've also got shops, hairdressers, we've got all sorts of people, car washes, we've got all sorts of people around the world that are now starting to accept ETN because they realize it has a value and they can pass it on to somebody else. So we are a whisker away now from having this full ecosystem. So Any Tasks pays out with ETN. So it needs to buy ETN. And where does it buy the ETN from? It buys it from the exchanges or from OTC desks that are getting it or buying it themselves from mobile operators that are selling things for ETN. So we're finally getting a cryptocurrency to do what money has done for a long time, which is this circular flow. Nobody's really done it in cryptocurrency yet, so we're excited to do this. But we've had boots on the ground in Malawi, South Africa, Brazil, Turkey. We've been out to places, and what we've realized is we need to nudge this part by giving them somewhere to actually sell their skills, but then we realized actually we need something else as well. So we've been working with these NGOs. We have another platform that's launching as well. All of these will be completely live by 2020, and we have something called Task School. This is a not-for-profit that we are creating. The idea of Task School is that we can work with the NGOs to create e-learning. So we can take someone on a journey. Initially, they might only have a smartphone. So in fact, we've been to quite a lot of villages where smartphone ownership is higher than shoe ownership. So they've got a smartphone, they've got access to the internet, they understand where they are in the world. We can take them on a journey with learning some very, very simplistic skill. That might be singing happy birthday in their particular language. It might be arranging sticks or petals into the logo with a stop frame animation of a logo of a small business for their social media feed. But we've got things that people can sell for a few dollars to the developed world, to agencies, for instance, digital agencies. And they can sell those skills in, create things, and start their earning. If they can get to the point where they can earn maybe $100, $150, they can get to have a laptop. If you can get to have a laptop, suddenly the amount of skills that you can learn and the amount of things you can do is almost endless. So we can really change people's lives with cryptocurrency. So it's not just Electrenoum I'm talking about. You're all here for a blockchain summit, and cryptocurrency is going to change the world. This opportunity is absolutely enormous. The amount of money that can be generated in this sector is enormous. If you imagine, why do people buy from the task economy anyway, the gig economy as it's called sometimes? So why do people buy from it? They buy from it because it's cheaper than where they are. So largely, the existing gig economy is run by people that are banked, and mostly they're in cities around the world. If you imagine somebody can create exactly the same skill set but sell it for half the price, then the good old-fashioned greed of corporations will come in. If you could buy a logo for $150 at one place or $30 in another, you're going to buy it for $30. So I do believe we'll see this massive money flow start to come in to the developing world. I'm running out of time, so I shan't go on too much longer. But the reason we're here is because some of the people here have access to ideas, and they have access to people, and they have access to ventures that we haven't thought about yet for Electronium. I wanted to introduce Electronium to you guys, and please, if any of you have got things that you think, actually, I know how this can unlock something, I know how this can make the world a better place with this idea, we would love to hear from you. We're outside, and do please come and have a chat. So thank you for your time. I'm sorry I've run out of time. I do waffle on. Have a wonderful conference, everybody. Thank you very much indeed.